Welcome to my house. I am Frumpy Buckle, and you're fishing with Uncle Buck. And today we're going to talk about fishnets. In my opinion, the most important equipment in the game to become successful in fishing plan. The most important. Understanding how, when to buy them, how to utilize them, what to do with them. Because they are very expensive. They cost a lot of money to buy. They cost a lot of money to repair. So if you manage your fishnets properly, you got a good chance of being very successful in this game. Now, your sticks and your ammo, they generate income for you, and that's all well and good. However, it doesn't matter. You can generate income on any kind of stick and ammo, but you got to be able to keep it. Now your keep net, that secures your investment. That's your bank. And what you want to do in this game, now there's a couple of ways to attack these fishnets. If you're just going straight out with a fishnet, what you want to do is you want to buy your fishnets at levels 1, levels 4. You want to buy level 18. Now 18 is a tough one there. Let's go over and take a look at our fishnets. You want to buy them at 1, you want to buy them at 4, and you want to buy them at 18. Now 18, that gives you 11 by 55. Now when I describe these fishnets, I'm going to tell you 11 by 55. That's your single weight fish 11 and your total weight 55. So you can get an 11 by 55. However, okay, that's 11 by 50. If you wait till level 20 and get this 15.5 by 66, that's really the one that you want to get, because, and I'll explain that to you, in this game, because of all the monster fish and the type of fish that are on the lakes, you really can't even hunt monster fish until level 20, because this fishnet is required to even catch the very first monster fish on Lone Star, which is the Mad Eye Buffalo, and it's a 13-pound fish. So you have to have a level 20 fishnet. So, I mean, I would say to get it at 18. However, it's very touchy there. I would wait till 20 to buy that one at 20. Okay. So then you got it at 20. Now you want to buy one at 40. You want to get a fishnet at 40. You want to get the 110 by 440 at level 40. Your next fishnet that you need to be concerned about, so you can be successful, is level 53. You want to get that guy. That's a 275 by 881. You're going to need that when you get to that level. And you want to get these fishnets as fast as you can get them, actually. And so as soon as you can level up to these levels, buy that fishnet. Make sure you have enough money. If you're at level 52, you know as soon as you hit 53, you're getting this fishnet. Make sure you got 205,000. All right? And then the last one would be level 70. And that's all you really required to get. Level 70 is 485 by 1366.8. Now your 485 is your biggest fishnet. There's no need to buy this level 75, of course that's gold, and level 80. It's only 485. The only thing you get out of it, you get a little more weight in the day. So you get to fish for another hour, basically. And all that, and if you're out there on the big lakes, 1543 versus 1366, that's one fish, basically. And look at the 347,000, 390,000. So that's what you want to do there. Okay, so that's where you should. Now let's take a look at the difference between. Let's look at all the landing and fishnets. Now, what about these stringers? Well, the stringers are, in my opinion, are absolutely useless because you can't release your fish on them. However, if you're going to fish competitions in this game, you need to have a stringer, because a lot of the competitions are based on you fill a stringer, you can't release it. It's the biggest difference between your large fish and your smallest fish on that stringer. So, in that being the case, what I would do, because the stringers, you can get like this at level 6. There's 7.5 by 22. The fishnet that's around there is 6.5 by 15, so that's 7.5. Your next fishnet you can get is 5.5 at level 8. Now this is level 6. You can go up to a 7.5. So maybe, you know, if you want to catch that 7.5 pound fish at level 6, you might want to do that, because it doesn't cost a whole lot of money. You know, not a whole lot of money there. However, my recommendation for the stringers is to grab this Fish Gel L at level 24 for 11,520. That gives you 33 by 110. Now, the problem with this, and of course they make it the most affordable, that gives you the best amount of weight, is it's the only one in there with a low durability. Durability is low. Everything else, high, 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 high. Every other one's got a high durability. It'll last. But you pay a lot more money for these guys. A lot more money. And to fish tournaments, you only need one stringer. But you need one to be able to catch at least a 33-pound load of these trout and stuff like that. You want at least 33 pound in there. And it's not so much that you can keep 110 pounds on it, so what? But that would be my recommendation for this. Alright, so now, what we talk about there? Now, why the level 20 on the keep nets? Alright, now I have gone through every single lake, and I used this week's leaderboard as far as the weight goes. Okay, and basically what you got is, and I won't go through all of them, I'm just going to name a few of them off here. You have Lone Star Lake is a level 1 lake. The Mad Eye Buffalo on that lake is 13 pounds. That requires a level 20 fishnet on the very first lake. Les Nye Villa has got the Perch Bully. That's a 7-pound fish. Now that's a level 3 lake, 7-pound fish. You need a level 15 fishnet to keep you. Mudwater, level 4, 15 pound. Level 20 net you need. Rocky Lake. Now there you get a break with the Rocky Lake, because that's a level 5 lake. It's a 5-pound trout. The monster is a 5-pound trout. And the trophy rainbow up there runs about 5 pounds up there, the big ones. And you only need a level 8. So there you can go after what do they call the Tirana trout. And you can get him with a level 8 when you're a level 5. And if you go down through the lakes and you look, when you start getting into Gantanusin, Falcon Lake, Everglades, Tiber River, right there. I mean, the Tiber River is a level 20. The trophy Wells cat over at the Tiber River is 33 pounds. So that requires level 28 net to fish that guy. White Moose, level 22 waterway, 48.5 pound uni lake trout. That requires level 36 net on a 22 water. So that's why I say about, you know, you can get away with it on the smaller nets if you follow my tactics there of 1, 4, you know what. But basically what you want to do, you don't want to buy a fish net unless you can triple the size of the single fish size and triple the amount of weight. So every time you want to triple everything, so you can make money, and that, because that's how you make the money. So you want to triple up your fish nets, and that's why I said in the beginning why we buy them at 1, we buy them at 4, we buy them at 20, we buy them at 28, 40, 53, and 70. Now, how do you level up a little quicker than that? Well, that comes with DLCs. Now, you can, almost every DLC package comes with a fish net. And it's a matter of your fishing packs that I'm going to do a video on the DLCs, because doing this video I realized that a lot of guys probably don't know everything that's in these DLCs and what you can get in them and what's actually in there, because the clothes in these DLCs are useless. They're absolutely useless, because if you have a tackle box, you can't wear the clothes, because if you have a vest that's got 100 tackles in it, you normally can't give up that vest to your home storage because you overloaded your home storage. So, I mean, you can't wear these clothes anyway. So, it's not worth it. Now, I keep the hats, but other than that, I sell every bit of clothes immediately. The rod cases, because you usually get 2 or 3 rod cases. Well, if you've got 7 rods, you've got 40 rods like I got, well, what's a 2 rod case going to do you? No good at all. So you can get rid of them immediately and make your money. And you get gold pack for anything that's in the DLC. And your boat packs have them. Now, the cheap way to get a fishnet real fast is a DLC in the sport package. Now, every one of these sport packs comes with a fishnet in it. And that's why I say the ultimate sport pack is probably your best deal in this game. You can buy it for $27.50 American dollars there, and you get a plethora, you get the full gambit of poles to cover you. Of course, you get the gear, but it's worthless. 4 tackles, big deal. Flashlight, no. Flashlight slot, yes. Well, there's only one way to get a flashlight. You got to buy another DLC to get a standalone flashlight you can put on that hat. So that's worthless. Now here's your tackles, 12. Well, if you got a vest, you got more than 12 tackles in that vest. You're going to give up all your tackles to wear that shirt? I don't think so. Nope. Get rid of it. Sell it. Not worth it. All right. So if you get down there, now here's the kicker. This package has it all. It has it all. But this is the most important thing. And you get 2 of each. Fish Cabin XS Plus, the M. You get 3 M's, an S, an M, an M, 3 M. Right? So, and that basically is because you get every one of these packages over here. So for $5, you can go out here and buy one of these packages and get yourself a bigger fish net. Like the top water pack, that's got a 15.5 by 66 in it. 15.5 by 66. All right, and you can run down there. The carp pack has a 66 by 154. The feeder pack has a 33 by 66 in it. The ultralight pack has an 11 by 55. Spinning trout has a 15.5 by 66. So I mean, and you get yourself a damn good rod and some baits, and the key is that fish net, and you get that. And that's why I say that's a damn good deal. Now, what do you do with these fish nets when you have them? I say do not sell your fish nets. If you bought them with currency in the shop, do not sell your fish nets because you won't make any money. Let's go for an example. One of the fish nets that I have in mind. All right, let's look at the one that I bought. I think it's a Fish Fort L. Okay, that cost $42,770 for that fish net. Now, if I wanted to sell it, I get $8,554 for it. Now, if for some reason I wanted to get rid of that thing, you're better off to use the net, because that fish net, if you're beating it up and you're using it, then that particular fish net, the L, right there, that one there, 44 by 264, you're going to pay anywhere from $2,200 to $4,500 a pop for repairs, and you can get 5 or 6 trips out of that. So you figure that out. $4,000 times 5 or 6 trips. And now you're looking at 24. You can actually pocket $24,000, which is a lot more than the $8,500 you're going to get if you sell it. So think about that. If you're going to get rid of a fish net, now, if you've got a fish net, like I bought a couple of DLCs and I got duplicate fish nets. Well, these cost a hell of a lot of money to repair. These big ones are 308 by, the Stronghold M's. So I'm going to sell this guy. He's on his way out the door here. Because why? Your DLCs, that's 396 gold Bitcoins. So yeah, I'll sell him. Not a problem there. But you want to have fish nets that will and you want to use them and take them with you. If you're on a lake where you only catch, 25 to 35 fish, and the total of that is maybe 200 to 300 pounds, you don't need a 900-pound fish net. Take a fish net that's appropriate for that waterway. You know what I mean? All right, guys. So, with that being said, we went over the cost, not to sell them. Why not to sell them? The DLCs. I'm going to do that video on all the DLCs, so you can watch that. Now, I'm going to do the whole breakdown on every one of them. But like I said, the DLCs is the place. Now, you can get any one of your fishing packs. They've got the fish nets in them, but you're going to pay $39, $29, $49 for the fishing packs. Same with the boat packs. They all come, almost every one of them except for the kayak adventure pack comes with a fish net in it. And decent sized fish nets in all the boat packs. Sport bet you're going to pay $30 to $35 for the boat packs. But your sport packs, when you're going up through there, especially at the lower levels to get your fish nets, I mean, if you've got $5, I think it comes to like $6.10 with tax when you're all done with it. But you get a decent pole, some baits, and you get that fish net. That's the most important thing. So hey, hope this helped you out. If you got any value out of this, you know the situation, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe. We'll be putting out the next one on the DLCs. I'm just throwing a couple of these together before our next mission. So, thanks a lot for watching. Remember, tight lines and never, ever give up the fight. We'll see you later.